Hello everyone. You all are welcome to this wonderful channel where we discuss about astrology, palmistry and spirituality. And my name is Shivam People. I'm an astrologer, I'm a palmist and a spiritualist. So today we are going to discuss about the solar eclipse which has just come into the sign of Taurus. Now, the sun is totally covered by the shadow of the moon, and both the nodes, that is the north node and the south node, have covered them in a very dark sphere. And during the solar eclipse, the energy of the sun is completely blocked in this time period. And coming into the sign of Taurus, it will influence your family life, your health, your security, and it will make you feel low on confidence. Your emotions will be disturbed, you will feel low on confidence, or even at times, you may feel drained out completely. Hello, good morning to everyone. Good evening, good morning to everyone. And I would say that it has come into the nakshatra of Mrigashira. Now the nakshatra of Mrigashira is a nakshatra of illusions, is a nakshatra of creativity, is a nakshatra of fantasies, setting impractical goals. And this nakshatra is also ruled by the planet Mars, which is debilitated in the sign of Cancer, right? So a lot of the planets which have come into the nakshatra of Mrigashira, which is ruled by Mars, are strongly influenced in this time. So the Mars is playing a very very key role in all the things because of its debilitation. And during this eclipse, it is a time to rediscover your identity. It is a time to connect with your soul. It is a time to get rid of your ego, and it is a time when you have to be very very grounded, because it is coming in the grounded sign of Taurus. Leave apart all the hustle, all the problems of the world, all the self doubts in this time period. Just focus on nurturing yourself, on bringing out your real identity, because sun is a planet of your confidence, it is a planet of your success. Sun denotes your atma, that is your soul, right? And the energy of the sun is blocked by north node and the south node in this time period, along with the moon coming in. So in this time, people may feel very directionless, emotionally anxious, and also feeling of being overwhelmed at times in this time period. And make sure that during this eclipse time you are drinking lot of water, lot of liquids, and you are keeping your mind, your emotions very very healthy. And remember, my lovely audience, I am talking about sun coming into the sign of Taurus in Vedic astrology, that is the sidereal astrology. We are not discussing the tropical Western astrology. We are discussing the Vedic astrology in my live session, right? And this solar eclipse is all about evoking your inner confidence, is all about meditation. It is all about getting rid of all the negativity which has been in the past, because all the eclipse seasons are very tough to handle, right? All the eclipse seasons are very tough to handle emotionally, mentally, because even 14 days back when there was your lunar eclipse and now the solar eclipse, people have been feeling anxious, at times disturbed, and also lacking in their confidence at times, right? And during this solar eclipse, as the sun is also the planet of your vitality, your, I would say that your health, so also focus on consuming right kind of foods, because in many of you may have very strong element of fire getting activated in this time period. And practice non-violence, practice stay away from arguments in this time. Very important, because when the sun is down and we have so many notorious planets coming along, people may get into arguments very very easily, and you have to avoid it at all costs. Now, this coming of this solar eclipse is directly influencing directly influencing the sign of Taurus, whether you have your moon sign placements in Taurus, whether you have rising sign placements in Taurus, rising sign in Taurus, rising sign of Taurus, you will be very, very affected. Or you have many planets in Taurus, right? And the second influenced sign is your sign of Scorpio. They are the most influenced ones, and decision making in this time will be very, very tough, and you will feel confused and directionless about where to go in this time. And I would say that just focus more on your family life, on your groundedness, getting rid of your ego, and staying true to your family values, making it sure that way that you're doing all these things in this time period. And because the Mars is debilitated and is sitting in opposition with Saturn and Pluto, so no aggressive exchanges. Do not get insecure about things and get aggressive. Do not feel doubtful. This time shall pass. This month will pass, right? And this solar eclipse is going to affect for coming months, not just for next 14 days, but for coming months. And it is very important to maintain peace in this 1 month, because the Mars is debilitated and Saturn is in opposition in retrograde. All the planets are coming together, sitting in the sign of Taurus in your eclipse mode. So lot of things have been going on in this time period, right? And you have to avoid all of these troubled things at all cost, and start building your confidence in this time. Start getting rid of the negative things in this time which are unwanted to you, and focus more on the inner growth, health, development, and be very clear in your aims and objectives. Even if you are confused, leave it on the side and focus more on your family life, focus more on your loved ones in this time, right? And do not get into any kind of arguments in this time period. Now I'll start with each one of the signs, and first of all I'll start with the fire sign people. Now what are the fire sign? The sign of Aries, the sign of Leo, and the sign of Sagittarius. And this is both for the ascendant and the moon sign, right? Whichever resonates best with you, or you can club them and understand about it. For the fire sign of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this solar eclipse has come in your 2nd house, your 6th house, and your 10th house. Now this solar eclipse is going to influence your finances, your family, your progress, and you people have to avoid arguments at all the cost, right? Avoid all the different kind of arguments, and do not be very whimsical, do not fancify, or do not take impractical decisions related to your finances. Remember, it is placing in the bull sign of Taurus, and people might get they might get allured, because the Mrigashira nakshatra is the nakshatra of illusion, allurement, indulgence. So people, out of greed or excessive profits, they might go for taking decisions, whimsical decisions related to finances, which they might regret later on. And listen to your family members in this time. Do not go for the arguments, or especially with the family members, even with the bosses, even with the people around you, and maintain all the kind of peace what you can do. And this is a good time for you people to do charity. Go for charity, helping others, supporting others. It is a good time. And for the healers, it is a time when you have to maintain your peace on the inside, and it is a time when you have to increase your meditations, your prayers, your meditations, and a simple mantra, a simple chanting of Om Indraya Namah. I'll repeat it. Simple chanting of Lord Indra, the god of thunder, will be very, very effective for all you people. It will calm down all the storm going on in your mind in this time period, right? And the chanting is Om Indraya Namaha. I'll repeat it. The chanting is Om Indrai Namaha. Chant this mantra and it will keep you calm and very, very relaxed. So best of luck to all the fire sign people. Now next we are going to talk about the earth sign people. Now what are the earth signs? The sign of Taurus, the sign of Virgo, and the sign of Capricorn. For you people, it is a time when you have to build your confidence. It is a time when you have to focus on yourself. It is a time when you have to build yourself in originality, right? Build more confidence, stay with your faith, and be original in your conduct. And positive affirmations are going to help you in this time period because it's a very transitionary time for you. As this solar eclipse is coming in your first house, fifth house, and your seventh house, it's a very transitionary time for you, for all the fruits, for all the things related to all these houses. It's a very transitionary time for you, right? As the sun plays coming in your first house, fifth house, and ninth house, although it is gaining its directional strength, but coming into the sign of Taurus, you are going to face a lot of transitions in your personality. Your perspectives are bound to change in this time period related to your personality, your matters of love, romance, your priorities in life. It will all change in this 1 month, right? So fasten your seatbelts, right, and go and be ready for the ride which is coming ahead. And this is a time when you can build upon yourself, when you can build upon your personality, when you can understand that what all things you are lacking in this time period, and you can correct them automatically. And it is a good time when you can focus, when if you wish to go for any kind of traveling or moving out for the purpose of relaxation, enjoyment, you can do it. But make sure that you are keeping a diet check, that you are having right kind of foods in this time. You are not having too much spicy food, right? And it is very important because one has to understand it that the sun is, in its not in its very strong placement. It is eclipsed by the north node and the south node, so it might create delusions, confusions, and self-doubts. Leave them apart. Just focus on your self-improvement in this time, right? And focus on your goals. So best of luck to all the earth sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the very wonderful, very communicative, very extrovert sign, the air sign people. Now what are they? The sign of Gemini, the sign of Libra denoting balance, and the sign of Aquarius. For all these three signs, it is a time when you have to be in your peaceful place. It is a time when your 12th house, 8th house, and your 4th house is activating. So lot of transitions going on in your family life related to your comforts at home, and lot of transition related in your personality, because the 8th house, house of death, transforming you, making you new, giving you quite challenging experiences in this time period. And it is a good time to, if you wish to spend time with yourself, especially Gemini ascendants, it's a good time for you to spend time in solitude, in relaxation, being with yourself, and you will be benefited and propagate ideas in this time period, right? And for the ones who wish to do meditation or prayers, it's a very good time for you, right? To release all the doshas, the blockages, the doubts in you, right? It's a very good time for it. And for the Gemini sign people, your sleep, for the Gemini, Libra, and for the Aquarius, your sleep will be very, very disturbed in this time period. So start focusing on your sleep, irregular timings of sleep, right? Lot of overthinking going on, right? And you do not have to start anything new. It's not a good time to initiate any new project or to go for anything new. Although people working in healthcare sector, people working in pharma, people already working into the real estate, they'll be benefited in this time period. And make sure that you are keeping your calculations very very right, because the Mercury, the way it has got retrograde in these houses, your expenditures may increase in this time period, right? So keep a check on your expenditures in this time period, my lovely air sign people I'm talking about, right? So best of luck to all the air sign people. And yes, focus on your solar plexus, do the meditations of the solar plexus, and have the foods related to the solar plexus chakra, right? So best of luck to all you people. Now next I'll be talking about another wonderful intuitive sign people. They are very intuitive, very emotional, very loving, and they are naturally born as healers. The water sign people. Now what are the water signs? The sign of Cancer, the sign of Scorpio, and the sign of Pisces. Now this solar eclipse is influencing your zone of your public houses. The solar eclipse is influencing. Now be very good in your communication with your loved ones, right? Because your third house, your seventh house, and your 11th house is very active in this time period, right? Be very good in your conduct with your loved ones, with the family, with your partner, with your friends. Be very good with them, with your siblings, right? And in this time period you may feel deprived when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to the matters of love, or you may feel it that as if people are cheating on you, or you may even get an impression that this time is deliberately causing you loneliness, right? Because the energy of these houses are blocked, and you are not able to express yourself clearly, right? Which may at times make you very very loud, argumentative, and even aggressive in this time period. Why aggressive? Now listen to me. Because the Mars, which has come into the sign of Cancer, is keeping you argumentative and even aggressive in your mind, right, my audience? So you have to calm down yourself in this time period. Stay very very relaxed in this time period, and also practice one thing. Start doing the laughter therapy. Laugh for 4-5 minutes, a simple remedy. Laugh for 4-5 minutes in the morning with a smile on your face without any reason, right? And you will set the right kind of motion for your day. Even if you get aggressive, take your time, smile. It costs nothing, right? So smile more, and your blood pressure, your energy will calm down in this time period, right? Because this eclipse is giving you a big hit. Always remember, my lovely water sign people, whenever there will be an eclipse, whenever there will be a full moon, new moon, or any kind of weather anomalies, you people will be the most affected ones in this time period, right? And I would like to say something more, that this solar eclipse has come with the retrograde Mercury and retrograde Saturn. So there will be a lot of miscommunication, even within the countries, with all the different states, within the group of people, since the Mars has come into the sign of Cancer. So it is giving, this Mars has become quite overprotective. So anything related to your homeland or having an overprotective behavior will keep you troubled in this time period. Release all the negativity, doubts, fears, apprehensions in this time period, right? It's very very important. Hello Louis, hello the soul sage, how are you? Right, so good to see you. And also it is not a good time to reconciliate things or to discuss things in this time period, right? Stay very relaxed, or do not go for any kind of argument. Do not go for clearing out things, because they won't clear out, rather it will become more and more messy. So avoid such kind of communications in this time period. And this is for all, right? Because of the Saturn retrograde influence, because of the Mercury influence, you have to redo the things. And believe me, even if it happens this way, do it, right? and stick to your goals, because your inner light may get dim in the journey at times, right? So do not worry about it, right? Just push yourself, keep yourself positive, speak positive about yourself. And also a simple remedy that you can do is, again, for the water sign people, you can focus on your face with the eyes closed and smile, and feel as if your whole face is brightening up with a smile, right? And it will be very, very effective for all you people. So best of luck to all my water sign people. Now I'll be taking each one of the signs, and the reading is according to the Vedic sidereal astrology, right? Not according to the tropical Western astrology. So bear with me and take whatever resonates the best with you. I'll be doing it for the ascendant rising sign and for the moon sign, right? So I'll start with the sign of Aries. For the Aries sign people, for the fire sign of Aries, this is a time when you have to watch out your words, when you have to avoid any kind of arguments, when you have to leave all your worries and focus on your family well-being, focusing on your connecting with your family members, and also staying relaxed at home, because the Mars coming in your fourth house is keeping you worried about your security, about your family, and you are feeling as if the conditions are completely bounding you, right? So do not worry about it, the time shall pass. And this is a time when you have to stay very, very down to earth, as you will be ready to get into any kind of arguments at your workplace and even at your home, right? You will be a man or a woman on fire, right? That way. So do not keep yourself aggressive in this time. Very right, very relaxed, and keep your tongue in check. Keep your tongue, your words at home in check. The Venus is very wonderfully influencing your communicative abilities, your creative abilities. And for the people into creative fields, into mass media, into any kind of things related to marketing, it's a good time for them, right? You people can grow in this time. People can brand your things in this time period, right? Although no one has to start anything new in this 1 week, and this eclipse is gonna have a very long lasting effect on all of us, right? And especially chanting Om Indrai Nama, Om Indrai Nama will be very, very effective for my lovely Aries sign people, right? And your hard work is definitely going to bear fruit. So continue with your work. Do not feel as if you are doing a lot of labor, or this job does not suit me. No, focus on it. Do not leave it in this time. Go ahead with your work, right? It's not a good time to make shifts, right? Because you people are weighing your opportunities at times in this time period, right? Which is making you even more confused in this time, right? And we have to find solutions, not go for the confusions, right? So simply meditating, focusing on your calmness, focusing on the relaxation will provide you with new ideas and new way outs, right? So best of luck to all my lovely fire sign Aries people. Now next I'll be talking about another wonderful sign which is the most influenced by this solar eclipse, the sign of Taurus, right? The Taurus sign people are the most influenced ones with this solar eclipse going on in this time period, right? The Taurus people are very influenced in this time. Although they are very practical, they love talking sense all the time. They love focusing on their right kind of creative pursuits at times, right? But this solar eclipse is keeping them blocked, keeping them tight, bringing out the negative, or what we call as the shadow facets of their personality. But for the creative people, for the people in the arts, working in creative fields, or any kind of designing or anything, it's a good time for them, right? This is a time when you have to focus on unleashing your potential. This is a time when you have to focus on growing your personality. It is a time when you have to set right kind of positive affirmations, when you have to build your confidence, when you have to build your faith and stay original, right? It's very important for you to stay original, right? Because your public house placing south node, that is the Ketu coming in your public house, your seventh house, your house of relationship, is giving you a very dry, is giving you a very confused kind of a relationship, right? Or sense of loneliness altogether, right? Is keeping you aloof from all the things. And I would say that in this time period, just focus on your personality. Do not listen to people. Do not listen to their negativity or anyone inculcating any kind of negativity, self-doubts in you, or any kind of, staying rough with you. Just cut your ties with them for next few days, right? Otherwise, it might get very messy. It might get very, very disturbed for you, right, my lovely audience? And I would say that since the Mercury retrograde in this situation is helping you, right? How? That you have to take all the logical decisions in this time, right? All the logical decisions, and you have to stay creative. And what another good thing that I am seeing in this time period is that your Venus is benefiting you when it comes to your money, your family life, and Venus is staying very, very helpful to you. So your flow of money, your flow of things will be fine, will be good in this time period, right? And be very soft in your communication, in your tongue, in talking to people, as if, always showering love on people, unconditional love on people. Very important for you, the way the Venus has come in your second house. It's very important for you. Do not try to do 3-4 things at the very same time. Take your time and do one thing at a time in this time period. Very important for you, all my lovely Taurus sign people. So best of luck to all you Taurus sign people. And next I'll be talking about another great sign, another wonderful sign of Gemini, the air sign of Gemini, right? The ones who are extrovert, they are good in their communication, they are very good, spontaneous in their dealings, and they can present multiple diverging views all the time. This is their quality, my Gemini sign people. And for them, it is a time when you have to sit in your peaceful place, when you have to be yourself, right? When you have to self-contemplate, when you have to self-analyze, and you have to reflect upon your personality in this time period, right? It's a very good time for that. And your sleep will be very disturbed if you are engaging into overthinking, and you will be engaging into overthinking, right? Your mind has been very, very hyperactive. And for you people, focusing on the crown chakra is going to be very, very effective. Feeling as if, all the negativity is going out of this place. It's going out, right? And for the ones who are working, into the counseling firms, for the ones who are working into the IT firms, right? For the ones who are working into calling in the call centers, or who are working in the counseling centers, right? Handling the affairs of the other people, or handling the finances of the other people, they will be benefited in this time period, right? And also check out that in this time period your calculations will be very affected, right, my lovely audience? Your calculations, keep a check on your calculations. And for you people, the Venus has wonderfully come in your first house. The first house, the personality. Dress up very well whenever you're going to work, right? Whenever you are having an important meeting, dress up well. Put up a good perfume in this time period, right? Talk with lot of sense, with lot of etiquettes, with lot of mannerism, and people will be impressed with your personality, right? It is a time when you have to impress other people with your personality, with your conduct, with your body language, my lovely audience, right? So focus on your self growth. Your personality will be booming. If you want to spend time, go outside in the nature, spend time with yourself. It's a good time to do that. Or for traveling, going near to the water body, it's a good time to do that. So best of luck to all my Gemini sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about another wonderful, intuitive, loving, emotional water sign of Cancer, the protective ones. They are very protective about their loved ones, the Cancer sign people. For the Cancer sign people, you have been keeping very aggressive, right? You have been feeling very disturbed. You have been inculcated with self-doubts at times in this time period, right? And it is a time to break all your shells, right? It is a time to cut ties with the unwanted people in your life, because your 11th house is very very active, is playing different things with you. And avoid the backbiters, or the ones who speak behind your back, or the ones who can be sweet at your face and can be very problematic behind your back. Avoid all the conspirators, all the conspirators, avoid them in this time period. I'm talking about my lovely water sign people. And for you people, make sure, the water sign people, the water sign of Cancer I'm talking about, for you people, focus on your third eye, because a lot of things are going on in your mind, right? You have been overworked with all your things. And I would say that as the Mars is coming in your first house, and the Saturn and Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde and Pluto retrograde in your 7th house, right? So there will be a lot of opposition with your partners. There will be a lot of mismatching of opinions with the people around, and you can be stubborn this time, right? You can behave in a very stubborn manner in this time period. Avoid that. Avoid getting angry in this time period, right? So because you may regret it later on. Avoid all the different kind of anger, right? And this situation for you has been from the June 3rd and June 4th, and it will continue, right? You will feel very very aggressive, as if you wish to hit someone, right? Do not do that. Keep your cool, do your breathing. Laughter is the best medicine for you, right? Laugh more, relax, enjoy life, right? Enjoy life with your loved ones, with the people that you like. Call them up, right? Or spend time with them. It will be very very relaxing. And since the Venus has been beautifully placing in your 12th house, spend money on your luxuries. Spend money on the things that you like, because even in this time period the flow of money won't get disturbed, right? But spending on your self grooming, on the things that you like, will be very very helpful to you. So do it, my lovely Cancer sign people. Spend money on yourself, spend money for yourself, and be yourself, right? And so best of luck to all my lovely Cancer sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about the wonderful, fiery, honest, helpful, and very supportive sign of Leo, right? For the Leo sign people, for them it is a time when you have to avoid all the kinds of arguments, right? And it is a time you may feel blocked or bit directionless when it comes to your work. I would say that write down all the things, right? Arrange the things in an orderly fashion, because you have not been working with the right kind of arrangements, right? And you have to structure your things in this time period, because the Mercury is the only planet coming in your 10th house. Mercury, Rahu, Sun and Moon in your 10th house, which is gaining quite good direction strength. So what is Mercury? Intellectual behavior, writing things down, jotting things down, drawing an outline. And this is a time when you can keep working on your friend circle, when you can keep working along with your loved ones. Especially the feminine energy, the female, will be very very supportive and helpful to you. And it's a good time to engage in things related to marketing, in things related to beauty products, right? Those of you who are working into fashion industry, it's a good time for you. Those of you who are working into film industry or creative pursuits, it's a good time for you, right? You may get good opportunities in this time period, right? But you will feel blocked, directly blocked, or you in your mind you will feel blocked when it comes to your hard work or getting recognition out of your work, right? Do not feel that, and do not try to get into any kind of arguments at your workplace, right? And be very practical, be very relaxed when it comes to doing your work. And the sign of Leo has been staying up late till night, because the Mars, the way it is coming in your 12th house, focus on your health, right? Your blood pressure or your vitals may get disturbed in this time period. Leo ascendant I'm talking about, Leo sign I'm talking about. And since the Mars, the way it is coming in your 12th house, right? Although it is very good for the counselors or for the people working into the food industry, but it will keep you overworked, or it will keep you aggressive during the night time, right? And do not go back to the past or think about the past in this time period. Just focus on what is going in the present in this time period, my lovely Leo sign people I'm talking about. And this goes for both the ascendant sign and the moon sign, the rising sign and the moon sign. Thank you my lovely audience for clarifying it. Yes, it goes for the both of them. And for the Leo ascendant, offering water to the sun or waking up early in this time period will be very effective for you, right? Will be very effective for you. Wake up on time, spend some time in the morning sun. It will be very effective for you. Make a right kind of routine for yourself. It will be very effective for you, right? And also making sure that you are doing your mantras and the chantings, because most of you have already taken the reading from me. You know the mantras, what to do in this time period. Focus on doing all those mantras, and this is for everyone. Focus on doing your mantras, your chantings, whatever I have given you, because eclipse is the time when you can have an amplified effect of those chantings, right? And they will give you immense, many folds benefit, right? If in normal times it is benefiting you, this time in the eclipse it's like this, right? Benefiting you too much and releasing all your blockages, doubts, blockages related to prosperity, wealth, money, your family life, your relationship, removing all the blockages, right? Even related to your health, right? So best of luck to all my Leo sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about another wonderful practical sign of Virgo, right? They are good in calculations. They are very calculative, right? And these people are very good in trade, commerce and dealing with people. They love talking sense all the time, right? But this time they have also been influenced by this eclipse, and for them this eclipse is influencing their ninth house. So it is a time when your personality will be very evolving, when you will feel confused in yourself that what is the right direction to go, right? And making sure that in this time period that you are keeping your head very clear, because you will be professionally, you will be confused in 2-3 opportunities at the very same time, right? So taking each one of the things one by one in this time period, and you may have a very dry kind of a response from the people around you, as the Mars is keeping you very overworked in this time, aggressive in this time. So I would say that just relax in this time period, right? Take a break and do one thing at a time. Do not just jump on the things, right? Do not just go for the things, but keep yourself easy, keep yourself relaxed, and keep focusing on yourself, building your confidence, building your personality, and staying original to yourself, because Mercury is your ascendant lord, right? What is Mercury? Mercury is the communication, Mercury is the calculation, Mercury is the trade and commerce, right? And Mercury is also the messenger of the god, right? So evoking real kind of knowledge, right? Staying original to yourself. Positive affirmations will be very effective for all you people in this time period, right? Keep the communication very right in this time period, because in the past 10-15 days back your communication was very disturbed, right? Was very troubled even with the partners and the people around, and it created quite a lot of troubles for you. But now this Mercury is helping you. This Mercury will improve your communication in this time, right? This Mercury has come as a savior for you. In retrogression it will help you, right? So focusing on building a right kind of confidence, focusing on positive affirmation, and keeping a diet check. Consuming right kind of food is very, very important for you. Avoid all the fats and fatty foods in this time period. My lovely Virgo sign people I'm talking about. So best of luck to all you people. Now next I'll be talking about another wonderful air sign. Now this sign denotes balance. This sign denotes your ability to communicate things. This sign is all about mediating things, right? Playing as a middleman. And the sign is of the Libra, right? Now for the Libra sign people, this is a time when your luck and your opportunity is open, right? This is a time when you are going through a lot of transitions, right? And because the Venus is placing very well, but all the cluster of planets has been sitting in your 8th house. Now what is 8th house? 8th house is all about transition, is all about ending the old cycles and getting into the new things, right? It's all about the changes coming by you. And for you people, you will be experiencing a lot of shifts in your work profile. You people will be experiencing as if you need to change your workplace, or you need to change your place of stay in this time period. And I would say that avoid it. Take your time and do the due research for your decision making, and then go for the change in this time period. As this all the cluster of planets coming in your 8th house, it's a very good time to do meditation, to do prayers, and be yourself. And you people can have gains from the, I would say that you people can have gains from the finances of the others, and you people can also have gains through the those of you who are working into the stores, into the liquor shop, or into the bartending, or owning a wine shop, or anything. You people will generate more profits in this time, because the combination of Sun, Rahu, Mercury, Moon coming the way it is coming in your 8th house. And also those of you who are working into any kind of profession related to creativity, you will be very benefited in this time period, right? Because the Venus is strong, and the 8th house, the way it is behaving, it is very, very strongly coming. And focus on your root chakra, very important. Focus on your diet and focus on your root chakra in this time period, right? Because root chakra will focusing on the root chakra will provide you with immense energy, immense relaxation, and immense alignment. Because this is a time when your 8th house is very, very active, and you have to keep yourself into alignment altogether, right? So your 8th house is making you go through all the different kind of transitions, and you have to focus on the real things. You have to focus on the right kind of alignment. And the Mars is gaining a lot of directional strength in your 10th house. So things will come slow your way, but they are definitely coming your way, right? And you will have your recognition. As this phase is passing, you will grow into a much strong, into a much aligned kind of personality. And the Libra sign people, you have been staying very rough with your words when it comes to your family. Mellow down yourself, right? Do not hold grudges with your loved ones. Stay relaxed with your family. Stay easy with each one of them, and just focus on your own goals, right? So best of luck to all my wonderful Libra sign audience, right? So next I'll be talking about another wonderful sign of Scorpio, the water sign of Scorpio. Now for the water sign people, the water sign of Scorpio, this eclipse has been very transitionary. Emotionally, this whole eclipse season has been very transitionary, has been very emotionally draining at times for all you people, and it has confused you in your life, because this eclipse has directly come in your 7th house. 7th house is your house of relationship. 7th house denotes your public conduct. 7th house denotes your ability to go through your tough times, right? And making sure that you people have to keep your right kind of alignment in this time period, right? And this 7th house energy is more about releasing all the unwanted people in your life, rather than feeling as if things are not going your way. It is a time to release, or it is a time to leave all the unwanted people in your life, toxic people especially, right? It is a time to leave them. And you may have communication related issues with your partners in this time, mismatching of opinions, right? And I would say that you can act as a very good advisor to people in this time. So all the ones who are working as advisors, or the one working into accounting, or the ones working as the financial analyst, or working into the banking, or giving advices to the people, it's a good time for you to cash more money, right? So you'll be benefited. And do not go for the appreciation part, right? Do not go for the recognition of your work, right? That won't give you any benefits. And also, since this Sun, Rahu, Moon is in your 7th house, so do not be overly helpful to people in this time period, right? Do not be in such a way, have such a conduct that you might drain yourself for the benefit of the others. As this cluster of planets is in the nakshatra of Mrigashira, Mrigashira is illusions, is all about impractical goals, fantasies. So what might appear to you might not be true, right, in this time period, in the sense that you may feel that as if the people with whom you are around are very good or very nice, but it might be the other way around, right? So be very easy, and you in this time, you are someone who can be easily influenced, right? Because the way the conjunctions are, you can be easily influenced in this time period. And stay by yourself, focus on your meditation, focus on your third eye to keep yourself in alignment, right, my lovely Scorpio people? And this is a good time for your spiritual growth. All the spiritualists, all the people working into the laborious profession, all the ones working into the defense forces or the armed forces, it's a good time for them, right? And also into the sports. Any of you who are into the sports, or as an instructor, swimming instructor, or as any kind of instructor, gym instructor, it's a good time for you, right? So you can mint more money in the coming days, right? So best of luck to all the Scorpio sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about another fire sign. Now this is the fire sign of Sagittarius. Now for the Sagittarius sign people, it is a time when you have to focus on serving the other people, when you have to focus on being service oriented, when you have to understand the mind of your customer in this time, customer or the audience or the people around. And it is a time when you have to set a right kind of routine in this time period. My lovely Sagittarius sign people I'm talking about, when you have to set a right kind of routine in this time, right? All my Sagittarius sign people. And I would say that for you people, this is a time when you have to work upon your own personality, when you have to be very soft with your words, because the Saturn coming in your second house may make you very rough in your conduct or with your words in this time period. Be very aligned when it comes to your talks, when it comes to the words that you choose, and you people will definitely be on fire. You people will be staying aggressive in this time. The way the Mars has come in your 8th house, avoid consuming chilies, avoid consuming red chilies, paprika or spicy foods in this time period. I know that all my Mexican, Spanish, Latin audience loves having, paprika, red chilies and all these things. Avoid that in this time period, right? For all my Sagittarius sign people I'm talking about. And it is a time when you have to focus on setting your right kind of routine, when you have to focus on setting your discipline, right? It's very important for you to set right kind of discipline in this time period, because discipline will take you very, very far from here. And especially your Jupiter is very well placing in the 3rd house, but is making you overly generous. So be very tight with your money, but very good with your words, because the Jupiter, the way it has come in your 11th house, is making you good in your communication, is making you good in your conduct, in your talks with the people around you, right? So it is a good time to set right kind of network. Your networking will be very good in this time. You may find people better placed than you. You may make friends with them in this time period, which can internally benefit you in the long run. Having alliances with people and influential placements, right? They might help you in the coming days, coming months. Maintain your relationships in this time period, right? And your conduct with your family has to be very, very soft, right? I can see that you are being very rough at your home or with your family, right? Be very easy, be very soft with all of them. Do not show your fiery side with your loved ones. So best of luck to all my Sagittarius sign people, and keep doing your breathing exercises and the mantras which I have told you, right? With all of you, most of you have got a reading from me, so you can do those mantras. Now, so best of luck to you. Next, I'll be talking about another grounded earth sign, that is the sign of Capricorn. For the Capricorn sign people, this is a time when you have to keep your energy when you have to conserve your energy, right? This is a time when you have to build your confidence. This is a time when you have to stay very positive. This is a time when you have to unlearn certain things and open up to new perspectives. And you are someone who has been doing a lot of hard work even in the past time, right? In the past you have been doing a lot of hard work, and this year and the last year was not easy for you, right? Was not at all easy for you. But now one good thing is that your hard work is giving you money, is bearing you fruit, is giving you benefits, right? And maintain your laborious side even in this time. All the ones who are working into the iron related business, or the ones working into factories, or the ones working into mechanical sector, into the vehicles, equipments, gadgets, you will be benefited in this time period. The Capricorn sign people I am talking about. And also you people may have very diverging kind of viewpoints with your partners in this time period. Avoid arguments at all cost. My lovely, lovely Capricorn sign people, avoid arguments at all cost for you, right? And in this time period, helping the old or going to the old age home, helping the old people or spending time with them or offering any kind of help or community service will be very good for you in this time period. It will relieve you, it will make you feel relaxed, it will make you feel life to be more meaningful for you in this time period, right? As for your romantic life, love life, you are feeling very, very blocked. Some of you might have options, opportunities coming your way, but I would say that wait, test them, you know, understand them more deeper and then go for it, right? Do not just jump on it, but take your time and then go for all your opportunities in this time period. And those of you who are wishing to learn something new, those of you who want to deflect or who want to diverge into something new or experience something else, learn something new, any course or short-term course or learning experience, you can go for it in this time period. And focusing on your creative side will be very helpful to you, the Capricorn sign people I am talking about. And those of you who are into education business or into college, school or teaching business, any kind of this business, or handling the front office of it or dealing with the clients on the call, this is a good time for you. Your labor will be bearing fruits in this time period. Just stay true to yourself, stay very relaxed in this time, and you will have things coming your way. So best of luck to all my Capricorn sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the wonderful air sign of Aquarius. For the Aquarius sign people, right? It is a time when you might feel very disturbed when it comes to staying at home, or you might feel trapped at one place, right? But that's not the case. I would say that it is a time when you have to focus more on your family life, when you have to focus more on your loved ones, when you have to leave behind the work, the things, the materialistic things, and focus more on your relishment, more on your enjoyment. Activate your loving side, your creative side in this time period. And you may, and the Venus, the way it is placing, be more romantic in this time period, right? Or it is also a time when you can activate your devotional love, right? As it is coming in the 5th house, loving your kids, loving your parent, that is some kind of an unconditional love, right? That does not involve any kind of, I would say that greed, lust or anything, right? But it's the love in its pure form, right? And it will keep you relaxed and aligned. Spending money on the family, helping the family members will be very, very beneficial for you. Jupiter has strongly come in your 1st house, right? It is a time for self-healing. Heal yourself, right? Deal with your problems and you will come out of your shell, right? Believe me, my Aquarius sign people, this is a time, this whole year is going to be very transformatory for you in positive sense, right? And will bring you out as a more grown up, mature, stable and right kind of personality, right? But the key is you have to face all the challenges. You do not have to run away from them. Take it as a challenge, take it as an opportunity to outgrow your shell in this time, to outgrow yourself, and you will experience that you have been growing in this time period. As for the finances, I would say that your finances will be fine, your finances will be good, it will grow in this time period. And lady luck is on charts, right? Lady or the female of your family will be very helpful to you in the coming times, right? And if you want to engage into any kind of romantic activity, it's a good time for you. You can do it, right? So best of luck to all the Aquarius sign people. Now next I'll be talking about a wonderful, emotional, empathetic, loving sign of Pisces. They are the ones who are very emotional, very loving to everyone, right? And it denotes completing of the cycles of life, liberation, right? Because it is the last house of liberating yourself in this time period. And for them, this whole combination is coming in their third house, right? House of communication, house of dealing with people, right? And I would say that it is important in this time that you keep your conduct very good, very right with the people around you, right? As it might come back to you in the coming days, coming months. Or you may feel that the people around you are not having a good conduct with you, or they are not having a soft conduct with you. Make sure that you do not, you know, respond to them in that negative manner. Stay very soft, stay very right, stay very relaxed with all of them, right? And keep focusing on your own growth and development. Since the Jupiter is placing in your 12th house, it's a good time when you can focus on spirituality, when you can focus on counseling others, helping others, and even focusing on your self growth. But your confidence, or I would say that your optimism, will go up and down, in waves, right? Sometimes you can be very confident, and at the other times you may feel very low, right? So such will be the scenario in this time period for the Pisces sign people. And I would say that for you, Venus has come very beautifully in your 4th house. Buying things for your home, for a comfort, buying a car, not in the eclipse for sure, but in next 2-3 days, after 3-4 days, or buying things for a comfort, for your luxury, for your own grooming will be very good for you in this time period. And all the ones who have been working into the, I would say that, communication sector, or into the marketing sector, or into the who are into, on the calling thing, right? For them, they might feel very, very blocked in this time for 2-3 days, but things are going to improve after that, right? Things are going to improve after that. They might feel as if now they have to shift their work. And if you wish to, in my opinion, that if you wish to go out for some outing to a nearby place or a water body, say 50-60 miles, 100 miles away, go for it. It will relax you, it will calm you down. Focus on your throat chakra in this time. It will be very helpful to you people. Consuming tulsi, that is the holy basil, will be very good to you, right? It will clean all the malefic, the negative effects of the sun, of the solar eclipse in this time period. So consume tulsi in this time, right? It will clean you on the inside. And I would say that you do not have to go for any new initiations, do not take up new projects or start anything new. Just continue with the things that you are doing right now. My lovely, lovely Pisces sign people I'm talking about. And as for the relationship, as for the relations in your friend circle and with the people around, your relations will be stable in this time period. Do not worry about them, right? They will be very, very stable. And focusing on your third eye chakra and the throat chakra will give you immense benefits. Consuming tulsi, holy basil, right? Or if you have any variety of basil, consume that, right? Thank you, Herandol. Thank you for the responding me, right? Consuming holy basil. And this was my analysis about each one of the signs, that how the solar eclipse is going to affect you. Now we have to understand, the solar eclipse occurs when the sun is blocked by the moon, right? And the moon, and we can only see the outer ring of the sun, right? And actually the Rahu, that is north node, and the south node are blocking its energy, which are the north node of the moon and the south node of it. Right? Yes, you can consume Tulsi tea, Tulsi and Ashwagandha tea. Right? Tulsi tea, you can consume that. And as for the remedies part, now listen to me very carefully. Now I'll be talking about the remedies and what all remedies you can do in this time period to get rid of the negative effects of this solar eclipse. Right? Along with the solar eclipse, it is also the Jeshta Amavasya and also the Saturn's birthday. Saturn, I would say that Saturn Jayanti, Shani Jayanti, right? So in this time period, doing donations in the name of your ancestors, because Sun also represents your fathers and forefathers, will be very, very helpful to you. And Jeshta denotes the eldest one, denotes your lineage, right? The root, right? So donating in their name will be very, very helpful to you. And it is in the sign of Taurus, focusing more on the family well-being, focusing more on the prayers related to your family will be very, very effective. And those of you who are feeling any kind of fear, doubt, or who are feeling as if they might lose on their job or their work in this time period, or those of you who might feel tense in their mind, do this simple mantra of goddess Dhumavati. Right? Dhumavati is one of the 10 Mahavidyas, or the energies of the female goddess Parvati in its very strong form. Right? It's a Tantra Vidya, and you can do it during the night time. Right? Standing up straight, stretching your arm in the air and focusing on the black sky. Right? Or if you cannot do it like this, in your room, stretching yourself and focusing above, and the mantra is Dhum Dhum Dhumavati Tha Tha. I'll repeat it, it has to come from your navel. Dhum Dhum Dhumavati Tha Tha. Dhum Dhum Dhumavati Tha Tha. Dhum Dhum Dhumavati Tha Tha. I'll repeat it. Dhum Dhum Dhumavati Tha Tha. 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 It will release all the anxiety, all the fears, all the doubts, or anything unhealthy in your body, all the blockages from you, and it will clear out your path and energy from the inside. Right? So you can chant this mantra. And this whole eclipse thing is happening in the nakshatra of Mrigasira. Now the ruler of this nakshatra is Mars. Right? You have to avoid all the things related to Mars. Right? Like argumentative behavior, aggression, getting aggressive, consuming lot of salt, consuming red meat. You have to avoid all these things, right? In this time period. And the deity or the god of it is Soma. That is another form of moon. And Soma was believed to be very, very beautiful, good looking and alluring. Right? So you can do a simple mantra for it to calm down all the negativity in your life. The mantra is Om Somai Namaha. Om Somai Namaha. And while you do it for 5-7 minutes for next 1 or 2 weeks, you will feel immense peace and tranquility in your body language, in your mind, and in your conduct. Right? And people will be impressed by your calmness and the way you are taking up things. I'll repeat the mantra. Om Somai Namaha. Om Somai Namaha. Om Somai Namaha. Om Somai Namaha. Just chant this simple mantra to have its immense benefits. And you can also use the sandalwood paste. You can use the sandalwood incense in this time and you can keep yourself positive, free from all the negativities during the night time. Right, people? So this was my analysis about the solar eclipse coming into the sign of Taurus in the nakshatra of Mrigashira. Right? So I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I'll be saving this video now with all the timestamps. Do share my video with everyone, right? And those of you who wish to book a reading with me, you are most welcome. I am open to it. You can directly DM me, you can directly send me an email, right? I'll respond you whenever the time is right. So best of luck to all my lovely audience. Do all the remedies, all the precautions, take all the precautions that I've told you, and be your best, right? Stay positive, stay relaxed, and be yourself in this time period. So best of luck to you. God bless you. Have a very, very wonderful day, my lovely audience. Take care. God bless you.